Welcome back to my half-done messy apartment. Today's video, I'm passionate about this one because I learned this the hard way. If you see the title of the video, stretching. So what to do before the workout. I'm just gonna take you through my ritual, things I've added over the last 4 or 5 years of training, and it doesn't get enough attention, and part of it is not as exciting as like going in and crushing the gym session, or like a video on that, because I don't see that many videos out there, but it's so essential. Like, I try to show clips and explain briefly what I do to warm up depending on the day, but I've never really done a full video. Some of you guys have been interested in, okay, what do I do? Let me break it down a little bit, try to talk on some of the muscles that are actually getting warmed up, slightly stretched. So we'll get into it, man. And stay tuned for the end of the video because I got a little update on some really cool stuff I'm working on. But let's get down there, let's warm up. So the first one is going to be a walkout. Now, this one's really simple. I'll do like just 8 or 10 of them. Gets the hamstrings engaged a little bit, definitely calves. And it is a little bit of upper body because you're supporting yourself with your arms and your shoulders. While you're doing, just steadily walking out, trying to keep your legs straight, nice and smooth. I like to sometimes just come down into a push-up and then just right back. So get your hands back, keep the legs straight, and you'll feel the tension kind of spread throughout your body. As you're closer here, there's going to be more tension on the hamstrings. And then as you walk out, that tension kind of comes down the leg and more into the calves. Once I do those, I'll come down. I usually finish my last one, and then I'll go into what's called like a groiner. So what you're doing, I guess it's easy to start from like a high plank position. You'll bring one of your legs up. Try to bring your foot in line with your hands that are shoulder width apart, and then really try to sink your hips kind of down into the ground. You'll feel a really, really good stretch across your groin, hence the name groiner. And with these, like I'm not trying to static stretch, so I already sat here too long explaining it. I'll just go in between with a little push up, come up with the other leg, just feel it out. I'm really tight today because I boxed yesterday and I had legs the day before, so my legs are just destroyed. And honestly, I didn't do enough static stretching at night, so this is really gonna help me today. Yeah, just like rolling into it, man, nice and easy. Like 4 or 5 a side. Another one where it's good on all days, upper body, lower body, but it is kind of a combination of a downward dog that you might do in yoga with a Mackenzie press up. So the downward dog portion, which is this, is gonna definitely stretch out your calves. And then what you'll do is you'll move into that Mackenzie press up. It's kind of like a scorpion. It's good for the lower back. Stretches the hip flexors a little bit too. But I want to keep this fluid, so just kind of move in between the two, shift my weight slightly on each leg for a little bit of a deeper calf stretch on that leg. And I come back into it, right into the press up, feel it on my lower back, and then right back up. Next two I like to do that are kind of lower body, hip, lower back encompassing in terms of the warm up. These I just do on the days that I'm gonna squat heavy. So I typically train legs twice a week. So that means I just did that series you just saw, And then now I transition into these two just to open up my hips a little bit more and especially loosen up my lower back because I used to not do this. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I paid the price, learned the hard way. But it's simple, really, really simple. So the first one is just the leg roll. Leg is gonna be at 90 degrees, toes pointed up. You just roll side to side, real controlled. I don't want my shoulders to come off the ground. And this one you will feel, man, you will feel the basket crack. Once I feel comfortable, okay, that feels pretty good. I want a little bit more of an aggressive stretch there. I'll put my legs straight up, toes still pointed like to my shin. Now once I feel like I've got my back pretty good on that, the next thing I do is really a full lower body warm up. So first one's just like close stance, coming down. And honestly on this, I try to over exaggerate it a little bit and bring my knees forward over my toes just a little bit because I have that support. There's no weight on my back, but that's also gonna open up my ankles a little bit, especially when I'm getting ready for big squats. So just like that. Try not to use that help until I really need it. And the next one, same exact thing, but instead of me going close with my feet here, I'm gonna go wider stance. So toes pointed out just a little bit less than 45 degrees. Driving my knees out, same principle. This, obviously I won't be doing on a leg day. I got so much junking. What is this, man? All right, that is a later problem. So the first one's gonna be a band pull apart. You guys will probably see me do this a lot. They're for the activating the rear delts, rhomboids, traps. And there's not a whole lot to it except keeping control and tension. I usually do them like this, so it's a little bit more resistance because I'm pulling apart essentially a double band. If that's too strenuous, if you want to put it that way, if that's too much tension, you can just loop it around your back once, and then now I just have a single band to pull apart, which is a lot less tension. All you're doing, hands out in front, keeping tension on the band, coming out all the way, band touches the chest, arms are fully extended, and then coming back. So all the way there, coming, pause for a second, come back. Obviously a lot of times I'm going to be doing it like this. So grabbing both, a little more resistance, coming apart, squeezing, coming back controlled. And I like to keep tension on it. I don't like to come back straight where there's no tension. I like that still have tension on it. So it's nice and controlled. You usually do like 12, 15 reps here. I like this one too because a lot of times, you're doing a lot of pressing action. This helps counteract that a little bit. You could even use this, honestly, in your workouts as, maybe a finisher for back day or shoulder day. Because it's gonna help engage those muscles in the back, where, you see a lot of people round forwards, they have poor posture. This is one of those exercises that'll help roll those shoulders back naturally, keep those muscles under tension. I'm sorry about the construction. Y'all gonna have to deal with the audio. It is what it is. Do a couple more of these. The next one is also for the shoulders, so I'll do this almost every upper body day. It's going to be an external band rotation. The band, so there's a little bit of tension when your arm is straight out in front of you like this, and then you're just rotating out, nice and control, and then coming back into that start position. And I'll usually do like 10 and 10 of these aside for a couple rounds, and I'll like kind of circuit it with those band pull aparts. And this one's good for your rotator cuff. So that's the, if I know the muscles, teres minor, infraspinatus, and supraspinatus. So the last thing I'm gonna do, alright, it is what it is. I'm just gonna talk a little bit louder. Last thing I'm gonna do is for the hand extensions and flexors in the wrist. This is huge for me too. This is one of my problem areas along with my lower back that I used to not warm up properly. I didn't take care of, and I felt the effects of it just from lifting it properly too. Not really, getting my full hand around the way, really controlling it. A lot of times you start lifting like that, especially on back bend when you're just pulling, and that's gonna put so much tension through your wrist. So at the very least, a good warm-up is important. You're just gonna clasp your hands together. You want your arms to be up, so you're pretty much in a straight line here. And all you're gonna do is you're just gonna make a circular motion with your wrist, with your hands, which will move your wrist. And then when you're looking in a mirror, try to keep these elbows in the same spot, so you're not just doing this. You're actually slowly stretching into the wrist. Another good warm up for the wrist, putting the arm at 90 degrees. You want to hold the dumbbell in your hand, just like you hold any dumbbell firmly in the palm. And then you're going to start with your palm facing up. And then you're going to rotate your thumb inwards as far as you can, ideally palm fully facing down. I can't quite get there, but that's it. And then right back to the starting position, real slow and controlled. Whether it's for lower body, upper body, or a little bit of both. But the first exercise, like say it's chest day. First thing I'm gonna do, is dumbbell press. Those first couple sets are really important. I always say, those warm-up sets before your working set. So that's kind of the warm-up after the warm-up, but before the workout, because that's important. That's gonna actually get the muscle engaged and prepared in the actual exercise you're doing. So that movement, whether it's a chest press, overhead press, whatever, like that first big compound exercise, because I usually like to start with compounds. Those are important even if you're just starting with the bar, because it's gonna get your body centered, your form, the path of motion, that your body's gonna go through. And usually getting in like, 10, 12 light reps of that for a couple sets, as long as you're not exhausting yourself too much before you actually go heavy. I've really found that just to be beneficial, versus warming up, doing this dynamic stretching, and then just trying to hit your working weight, if that makes sense. So all this stuff, man, I know it's boring. I know it's not the typical like high energy video in terms of workouts and stuff and intensity, but this is what makes all that possible consistently. Otherwise, more often than not, I'm gonna get injured. Auto is your nemesis. Let's see, so many projects, man, including trying to get this place furnished, waiting on furniture. It kills me because I can't go into as much detail as I want to right now. Man, but I've appreciated you guys' support on everything. I'll start there. Obviously, I'm an athlete for EHP Labs, the supplements you guys see me take and use, which, I try to really share what I use and how I think it's beneficial to me. So, being a Gymshark sponsored by Gymshark has been just sick, man. They put out some great stuff. Like, this is part of their Muscle Fit line they've been releasing, and so no, like all your support on that, using my links, using my codes, that means a lot to me. So I appreciate that. And as I kind of progress through things, I get excited because my goal is to slowly become more and more business minded. Not that I want to try to just monetize everything, because I really don't try to sell much to you guys, but really create something that I'm passionate about, and I think like carries on the message of what I want this channel to be. So with that, right now it's just really the boring stuff that I can't even I can show you. It's just all legal stuff. So getting contracts set up, getting like trademarks. What else is there? Insurance, man. All that stuff is just like stuff I've never had to do. So it's, you know, I'm learning a lot as I go. It's a lot of time literally sitting right here, man. Just on the phone, on the laptop, talking to somebody. But yo, I don't know how to disclose this without disclosing this. Just stay tuned for more. You know, that's it. That's all I can say. That's it. You know. But shoot, I do hope you guys enjoyed this little stretching video. I got so much more to come in the future. I am also working. That's another thing. I'm working on a new training program for my website. So I have one out right now. It's on JustMerk.com. That is linked below. The second one, Ken and I, we got to film some sick demo videos in the coming week or so, and hopefully get that thing published to the app, because there is a whole app side of it where you guys can follow along, track your progress, all that cool stuff. So if you want to check out the last program, visit the site. New program also going on the site. More to come. Life is crazy. Stay safe. Stay healthy. But what do I know? I'm JustMerk.